Drew and Stu are on the air.
Ready? What?
Whether you're fading with Drew or riding with Cam, this is the place to get your weekly NFL picks. Presented by Sports Interaction, Canada's sportsbook.
Everything you got, let's go.
Hello and welcome to episode 2 of week 4 of the Drew and Stu podcast. I'm Drew Livingstone. That's Cam Stewart. Cam, a bunch of people in the comments pissed off at you for wishing injury upon Tyreek Hill. What do you have to say?
I didn't wish injury upon him. I was just saying, like, just don't play this game. That's all I'm saying. It's just like, anyway, whatever. People in the comments, you don't know the whole story with this guy. Whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You're right. That's a bad human being move. I love people. I'm a lover, not a fighter. I just want everything to be cool. I just want the Bills to win my bet. That's all. It's nothing.
Fair.
And I apologize for what I say. I didn't mean anything by it, people. That's actually, you know what? I'm mad at myself. Now you made me feel bad, Drew. Jeez.
No, it's all good. I just had to let you know that sometimes people.
I know people are. I'm sorry, people. That was wrong. That was the better in me talking. That's never do that stuff.
It's not as bad as mixing White Claw with vodka, but that's a story for another day.
Actually, I don't know how many times I have to tell you the mix story again. White Claw is mixed, and Tyreek Hill is he's dangerous. He's gonna Bills better show up. Let's put it that way.
All right. So we're gonna go over our picks from the Tuesday show, and then talk about any changes we'd like to make. So first, we'll go over your picks, Cam. I will bring up the board right here. 1 second, let me find it. I will edit this.
Struggling, Drew. Struggling.
Where the fudge did I?
Oh, here we go. They're the same guy. Where'd the Survivor picks go? Yeah, they're in my. They're in the broom closet there. Struggling? Have you found them yet or no? No, I know what my picks are. Why don't you just let me tell you what I picked?
Oh, I figured it out. No, I figured it out. All right, here we go.
You guys are yelling at me? Okay.
Hey, well, hey, don't worry, Cam. Okay, we got Cam with the Detroit Lions -1, Jacksonville -3, Indy -2, Washington +8, Chicago +3, the Saints -3.5, Browns -2.5, Vikings -3.5, Texans +3, Bills -2.5, Titans +2.5 is your gold selection, Chargers -6, San Fran -14, Dallas -7, Jets +9.5, and Seattle +1.5. Are you making any changes to these picks, Cam?
I'm going to let the Seattle one go, but I got a bad feeling about this game. The Giants have had a lot of time. Another one I thought about changing was Washington, but I'm going to leave it. It's a divisional game, but it's tough, man. And that Dallas-New England game is kind of scaring me a bit, but I'll stick with Dallas to rebound. But it's interesting. They're going to probably feed Ezekiel Elliott too, right, Drew? Is it going to be Ezekiel Elliott day?
I like the Zeke anytime touchdown prop, Cam. I think it's a revenge spot for him, and he looked good last week.
Other ones I was going to slip in instead of Washington. I love Jacksonville. I think you do too. I think it might be in your minerals, and I like the Saints a lot too. But I'm gonna keep things where they are this week. Also, I'm scared about the Baltimore-Cleveland game. I think that could go either way. But I got a good line with Cleveland too. I think that line's gone up, so I'm going to stick around. I have Minnesota, correct?
Yes, you had Minnesota.
Okay, good. That line went up too. I will stay put.
That was your bronze selection. Titans was your gold, and Commanders was your silver. Okay, we'll take a look at my picks.
No. I want to switch the picks. I want to switch the picks then.
Okay.
I want to switch the picks.
All right. What are you switching?
I want. God, I do these shows. I don't even know what I pick anymore.
So you got Titans gold.
Yes,
Titans
silver.
Yeah, you have Titans,
Titans gold.
Okay.
Buffalo silver.
Ooh.
And
you sticking with Vikings as your bronze?
What do I get them at?
You got -3.5.
Yes.
Okay. So you're sticking.
I also like Saints, Jags in my minerals, and Washington. I thought I had in my minerals, but I don't.
Okay, so you're taking the Commanders out of your minerals and replacing them with the Buffalo Bills.
Yes.
I will update the board at the end of this show. All right, Cam.
Sorry, Drew.
It's fine. Let's take a look at my picks. I had the Lions, the Jags, the Colts, the Commanders, Broncos, Saints, Ravens, Vikings. Then I had the Steelers, Bills, Titans, Raiders, 49ers, Cowboys, Chiefs, and Seahawks. My gold was the Pittsburgh Steelers. My silver was the Detroit Lions. And my bronze was the San Francisco 49ers. I can tell you right now, Cam, I will be switching my silver selection because the first game I'm switching this week is the Detroit Lions to the Green Bay Packers. I have a weird feeling about this Thursday night game. I was looking at Goff's numbers outdoors in prime time. It's not good. When he's indoor in prime conditions, Cam, Goff's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. When he's outdoor in windy weather with his small, tiny hands, problems occur, and they're getting Christian Watson back, Aaron Jones back. Packers are fully loaded tonight. They're the home team. I just something in me saying this is going to be the Packers' time to take over this division. so I can't bet on the Lions as the road team here. Cam, am I wrong?
No, I'm sticking with the Lions, but I'm going to be honest with you, Drew. It's kind of a heart bet, and because I have them to win the division and stuff. Like, I'm actually very scared of Green Bay. Guys, I would endorse Green Bay, especially in teasers. Like, we can't take the coward's way out, but we're here to inform. Like, I don't know how the Lions, if they win, I think they win by 3 or 4 and just cover the number. I can't see them. The line's up to 2.
Yeah,
you can get them in a 7-pointer at 9, 6, 8.5. Like, however you want to do it. I just don't think there's any way the Lions win this game by like 9 or 10 points, double digits. So, Drew, I'm actually going to like defend your pick. I'm 50-50 on it, but I like the Lions more than Green Bay. So I got to be honest with the people out there. And by the way, I don't like to hurt people. Just give me the Lions in this game, but I like your switch.
that's you're keeping your money on the Lions, but you like my pick of the Packers. That's what you call riding the fence, Cam. You're supposed to be.
I'm not going to change the pick, but I'm saying
Fair.
it's a very difficult game. Do you not agree?
No, I agree with you, and that's why I'm taking it out of my best bets and everything, and I'm moving my silver pick to the Jacksonville Jaguars, who I already had. And me and you both like that pick. I think the Jags smoke Atlanta out of the water. I love Calvin Ridley's props in this game. We'll go over that in our prop section. And I think the Jags win this game by 10 to 20 points, Cam. So I got to take them as my silver. It just the Lions, the Thursday night football game feels weird to me. And then we're getting all this weird Montgomery stuff. I got 3 different updates on my phone today, Cam. It was like Montgomery's going to play. Then Montgomery's out. And then all of a sudden Montgomery's back in again. And we got beat reporters saying like, oh, I apologize. I confused the information. Like, okay, well, I guarantee when that people saw Montgomery out, they bet on the Gibbs rushing prop. And then now he's back in. Like,
yeah, be careful. Be careful with what you read. I remember because they say in these things, oh, this guy, even for NHL preseason, I bet on it. Like, they're lying about the starting goalies all the time.
Oh,
like,
I know.
Double check your information. Like, I got burned one time by being lazy. See, that's a PSA message to everybody out there. Just because some guy says it's happening, double and triple check because they're wrong all the time. Every goalie matchup has been wrong so far.
Oh, it's insane. You gotta triple check your information, especially when it comes to injuries. Because I couldn't believe I'm getting push notifications to my phone telling me he's not playing. So I'm like, oh, I wonder what the Gibbs prop is. Good thing I didn't bet it though. I was looking at it, but
Smart.
Yeah, good thing I didn't. My next switch, Cam, will be the Commanders to the Eagles. I know you love the Commanders.
Hey,
but
hey. I didn't say I love the Commanders.
Sorry, well, they were one of your best bets on the Tuesday show, Cam. Yeah, I understand, but they're one of your best
It's been 48 hours. I'm still taking the Commanders. Jeez, man. I got a guy telling me I just did another show. He likes the Eagles by like 30. Like, I'm just like, I know, I get it. I'm taking the Commanders, but the Eagles might blow them out. Dude, and we'll talk about Swift. The guys had rushed for 305 yards his last 2 games.
I know. It's insane. Well, that's not even why I'm taking them. I'm taking them because the Bills got 9 sacks on Washington. Eagles defensive line's even better. And they don't even have to blitz, Cam. Sam Howell hasn't proven that he can deal with pressure. And I just think the Eagles are going to go in and do the exact same thing the Bills did. Pressure Sam Howell, make him make quick decisions. Eagles by 14 to 20. I don't know. I think I was convinced because of the tough NFC East matchup and the matchups last season, but this isn't last season's Washington Commanders team, Cam. So give me the Eagles in this spot. I'm surprised you're not jumping off and coming on Philly with me, to be honest.
I'm not. I'm sticking with the home dog. As I said, anything could happen. I actually think Washington will probably win the game by 7 points or 10 points.
Washington's going to win the game by 7 points.
Oh, no, sorry. Philadelphia is going to win.
Okay, I was going to say.
Oh, boy, you rattled me right off the top. I just don't understand how people are mad at me for saying like White Claws. Like,
oh no, they weren't mad at you for that. They weren't mad at you.
I thought they'd be commending me, saying, yeah, like spice it up. Like, okay, I get it. Yeah,
that's not spice Cam. That's being crazy, Cam.
Okay,
anyways, let's get into the props. But once again, this show is brought to you by Sports Interaction. Head on over to sportsinteraction.com/SDPN to place your next bets. They have same game parlays again. They have all the player props. But please, it's 18 plus, and please play responsibly. Cam, do you want to start with your props? I know you love the anytime TD market. What do you got for us?
I do have a few. I'm going to start off with something you might agree with. Travis Etienne, even money, touchdown in the game against Atlanta. I think Jacksonville, I think he's going to get touches at the goal line. I also, Drew, I might as well give you 2. It's involved in the same game. I love Calvin Ridley over 65.5 yards in this game, the Calvin Ridley revenge tour. He might get a touchdown in the game. I just wanted a little bit more. I might add it to the list, but I think Etienne at the goal line will get touches. Jacksonville better show up. After that Houston debacle, you heard Peterson. He's gone nuts this week. Like, they don't run these guys. And you know what? They're basically the London Jags. They've done this trip so many damn times. Like, if they don't win by more than 3 against Atlanta, I'm going to lose my mind. Atlanta.
Well, and Cam, it's so much awful. so
Yeah.
much unlucky stuff happened to them against Houston. Like they had a
It's true.
fullback return a kick for a touchdown.
Oh, I know.
Like I don't think I've ever seen that before. Yeah, I mean, I love the Calvin Ridley prop too. It's one of my best props of the weekend. I got Calvin Ridley over 64.5 yards. That's what I got it at. I think it's an absolute lock, Cam. I also love Ridley over 100 yards alt line. Guess what that pays?
Plus 230.
Plus 400.
Oh, you got me interested, Drew.
Exactly.
That's a great. I didn't think, like, honestly, like, because it went up to 65.5, 100. You think maybe like plus 230, 250? That's a really good price.
I know. I saw the plus 400 and I was like, all right,
Hope
sign me up for that.
in.
Yeah, I was like 4-1 for him to get an extra 30 or 37 yards based on his projection. And it's against his old team. If they're going to feed him anytime, it's then. I also love tonight, Cam, in Thursday football, Jaden Reed under 3.5 catches. Christian Watson is back. I think that takes a little time away from the rookie Jaden Reed. I think he's not going to be on the field as much. I know Watson's going to be on a snap count, but that doesn't matter. He's going to be off the field at some point. So I like Jaden Reed under 3.5 catches.
How about Laporta, the new tight end in Detroit?
He's killing it, Cam.
Is it 39.5 or 40? Like,
yeah, it's 40 right now.
I will take his over too, but it's a very trendy pick. So buyer beware. Everybody I talked to, Laporta. I thought
he's on pace to break every rookie tight end record ever.
I just don't understand how every Iowa tight end like in the world ends up in the NFL as the best.
It's insane. It's because they run so much, Cam, that there's good blockers.
It's crazy. All of them though. Like
I know
there's like 6-7 guys. Like, they're all good.
It's
weird,
tight end
man.
you. It's I know
Really
say LSU is wide
if
receiver.
Service message. If you're like just had a child, guys, and you're watching, like, yeah, if he's gonna be a good athlete tight end, send him to Iowa.
Yeah, if he's a tweener, you can't tell if he's an offensive lineman or a wide receiver.
Yeah,
send him to Iowa. They'll make him a good tight end. Cam, one more I got to throw you. Derrick Henry over 66 rushing yards. Listen, he struggled last week, but he struggled last week. But 66 yards is so slow.
I got the exact same pick. I got Henry over 65.5, but it went to 60. When I bet it, it was 65.5. I saw it at 66.5 now. And I will add Derrick Henry anytime touchdown minus 120. Drew, yes. I'm probably going to take him first touchdown. Listen, last week, I actually like the under. I was telling people, I go, be careful. Cleveland's got a good run defense, and this team is stout with Jim Schwartz. The recipe for success against Cincinnati is to beat them with a running game. Henry is going to go off in this game. I would not be surprised if he had 2 touchdowns. I think he might run for over 100. And that's the only way Tennessee, that's why I picked him, Drew. The game plan script, keep Henry on the field, keep Joe Burrow off the field, and pound the Bengals into oblivion.
And Mike Vrabel's also not going to let Joe Burrow just stand there in the pocket all game like the Rams did and just not blitz him. He's got a bad calf. You make him move. I don't know. Seems simple, but I'm not an NFL head coach, Cam. Maybe they overthink stuff.
Well, maybe you should be watching McDaniels, coach. He's wasted. Oh, yeah. You don't think that guy's
You see what Chandler Jones said on Twitter today?
What'd he say?
He said Aaron Hernandez didn't kill himself. Josh McDaniels put out a hit on him, and like he's going off. And I was like,
"Oh my god, that's insane, bro!" And we're not gonna. Hey, I got enough problems. I don't need Dateline NBC or 2020 giving me a call. But I will tell you this: McDaniels is the worst. He sucks, and people are, you know what? That guy's been drinking vodka and White Claws. Okay, and he can't handle it. He stinks. So I love your pick.
Cam, my next one is CMC over 80 rushing yards. He's been over that number in all 3 games this season, and that's with a healthy Deebo Samuel. Deebo's banged up with the ribs injury, and they're playing the Arizona Cardinals, Cam. I mean, this number should be like 95. I don't know why it's still at 80, but until it goes up to where it's supposed to be, people just keep betting it.
I love it, Drew. I got another one for you. As I mentioned before, Swift has become the option for Philadelphia. He has 305 rushing yards in his last 2 games.
Isn't he averaging like 9 yards a carry or something stupid?
Yeah, he's getting like over 20. Like you see now, he's getting touches.
Oh, I know.
Remember before it was 6 carries for whatever? It's 65.5 yards. I'm in. I don't know. I'm telling you, this prop is going to go through 70, guys. I like it now, but I hate it to run a lot of real popular players right now. This could be a bloodbath, but I got to take it at 65.5. I'm not stopping there.
Cam, I got one more. Actually, I got two more. Two parlays.
One more. You go.
My next parlay, Cam, Tua Tagovailoa and Josh Allen both to throw over 1.5 touchdowns.
Love it.
Plays plus 300. I think that game's going to be a shootout between the Bills and Dolphins. And I think they could easily both get 2 touchdowns in that football game.
Great pick. What's your other one?
My last one is an anytime touchdown parlay. Jalen Hurts, Calvin Ridley, Travis Kelce, and Derrick Henry pays plus 1,600. 4 guys.
You know what? That's very possible.
Yeah, of course.
Very possible. I like your pick, Drew. And I had to pick one thing from the toilet bowl game, the shit game, the dumpster game between Denver and Chicago. This is the week. This is the week. Fields has had enough. He's not listening to Eberflus or anybody else. He's getting in the end zone at plus 145. I am done.
You think he's just going to say, like, fuck it, I'm taking over? I'm just
yeah. Well, what do you got to lose? Like, everyone's saying, oh, you're going to get Caleb Williams, whatever. Like, if I was this guy, it's basically now I don't listen to anybody. Like, no one's the coaches, whatever. They're talking about this, talking about that. Dude, just run. Like, whatever you do, just anytime a play breaks down, run. They got into his head. He said some dumb stuff this year, but you know what, Drew? He's a wicked athlete. He's got track speed. And against Denver's defense, Miami put 70 on him. I'm not saying the Bears do, but I think Fields, to get a touchdown at that price, good plus money, I'm in.
I saw some people already, Cam, saying that he's the next Taysom Hill, just the gadget quarterback that can also catch passes. Like, do you think that's the future for Justin Fields, or do you think he's a starting quarterback in the NFL?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. He's faster than Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill's a better thrower than him. So they both have pros and cons, but that's an interesting take. I don't think, you know what? He's the type of guy, Drew, to get another chance somewhere and figure it out. I just think Chicago is a place where players go to die. And no offense, some of the receivers that he has, not DJ Moore, but I've watched Claypool drop a lot of balls, and like, he should be better. Remember, first year in Pittsburgh was great. So it's not like these guys on the team are helping him out. He hasn't really progressed, but the coaching staff got in his head, and they don't really have a lot of weapons. So I think a change of scenery would be great for him.
I think their weapons are fine. They paid and brought in DJ Moore, and you see DJ Moore mic'd up last week. The Tampa defense was like, DJ, they're not using you properly. And he's like, yeah, I know. I was like, well, the fact that he's saying that to the opposing team, like, that's not good news. All right, Cam, before we get out of here, I just want to hear your thoughts on this. Which team do you think you would least likely want to be the fan of as of today? It's got, like, I can tell you my pick. My pick's the Denver Broncos, just because they're trapped under that Russell Wilson deal for the next 2 years. You can't get out of it. Even if you get a first overall pick like Caleb Williams, what are you going to cut Russell Wilson, take like a $90 million dead cap hit? Like, I think I
agree with you, but can I give a different team? Because I just have to. I think a lot of bad teams are really on the rise. And let's remember this. All these guys that came from Philadelphia, look at Arizona now and Dobbs.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Indy. It's like, you know what I mean? All these Philadelphia guys on the tree are actually, like, their teams are doing way better than what we thought. I'm going to go with the New York Jets because Rodgers, I don't know what's going to happen in the future. They haven't gone out and got another quarterback. It's a disaster. They're wasting that defense. And let me tell you something, in a couple of years, Seattle had, like, when they drafted all those young kids, and now it's kind of regressing their defense. I'm telling you, after a while, when you see your team screw it up and lose and whatever, the defense just they can't play with that type of intensity, make plays. Like, they're beaten down emotionally because the offense sucks so much. They got to do something, man. But I agree with you on Denver. Seattle was so smart to get rid of Russell Wilson. But I will say this, New York Jets fan, I feel sorry for you.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I feel so bad for them just because their future's so bright, Cam. If Aaron Rodgers comes back next season, they're the Super Bowl contender again.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, on paper, they are.
You think I drink? Doctor's a year older and coming off injury. What's to say they're gonna be contenders with this guy?
Listen, ayahuasca can fix a lot of stuff, Cam. That's what Aaron Rodgers tells us. Yeah,
I know you're just like trying to goat me now. Like, I have to be honest with you. Like, people just assume Aaron Rodgers is this guy that's going to come back and rip up the NFL. He's not young.
He's 40.
And he's also hurt. Like, that turf there, it's brutal. Like, anyway, people can think what they want. I have my own opinion of the situation, and I'm not even sure if he's going to play football again.
My only thing with the Jets is I don't know if Salah makes it through the season, just because he keeps backing up Zach Wilson's play, saying like, oh yeah, we still believe in Zach Wilson. And at some point,
not just Zach Wilson. You know what? Me and Gabe talked about this on our show, Drew. You know what? That's the Jets. That's Douglas and their brass for drafting a quarterback from BYU that high.
Fair.
We know who Wilson was. No, I know he's not good. That's on them for reaching.
But he looked great in shorts at his pro day, Cam. That's all that matters. He was spinning around throwing 70-yard bombs.
Too.
I know.
All guys want to date her. She looks fantastic in fur. She's got a nice fur coat, ready to roll. Hey, I like to party. Anyway, but aren't they Mormons? I don't know. Anyway, but that's beside the point. Here's the deal. Zach Wilson, as we said, and we all talked, even you talked about it, Drew, he is not a first-round talent. That's on the Jets for not evaluating him properly. He should be a backup quarterback at best.
Yeah, I think so. But I just don't know what they do if you're the Jets right now, because you have such a good defense. You need to trade for a quarterback, but like, you need.
Where's Prince Harry? Where's Carson Wentz?
I know, but like maybe it's Rodgers. Maybe Rodgers like, no, do not bring another one in. Like all coaches act up because he said he's going. He's like there in the building now, going to go coach them and stuff. So
actually, you know what? Gabe actually got to bring Nathan Ward. I like who? Anybody who's worse? Like who can be?
Would you buy
honestly?
Would you buy Chad Kelly out of his CFL contract?
It's an interesting thought, Drew. Can he be any worse than Zach Wilson? I don't know. He's playing great for the Argos. I don't know if he's like ready to go, but
yeah, I don't know.
The fact that Carson Wentz, no, but the thing is, I just don't know why the Jets like Carson Wentz. You bring him in on a 1-year deal and you see if it goes better.
The issue is Nathaniel Hackett says his offense is too complicated to teach a new quarterback. That's what they're saying.
He's been in the league for a while.
Yeah, I understand, but he doesn't know his offense.
Hold on, Drew. So Nate Hackett says the offense is too complicated. Yet you have a guy coming in Wilson who obviously doesn't understand the offense. Yet you have a veteran that won't understand it. You answer that question.
I agree with you, Cam. They need to do something. I hope they don't, though. As a Bills fan, I hope it's.
I'm not a Jets fan, but I'm just saying, like, I think it's insane. Like,
yeah,
that's the best. So the offense is too complicated. Yet we have a guy who's basically almost a rookie running the show. Oh, okay.
Well, yeah. I don't know, Cam. I don't know. I don't make the decisions.
Carson Wentz. Do you agree with me? Prince Harry 1-year deal.
Yeah, he can't be worse than Zach Wilson. So yeah, I think you trade for Drew Lock if I'm them, to be honest. He's probably the best.
Yeah, you know what? Seattle's gonna go give us more. I like Drew Lock.
I'm just saying, if I'm them, that's what I choose. That's the back of my target if I'm the Jets.
Good call by you. Drew Lock would be, but he's young too. Is the offense too complicated?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, the issue with Drew Lock was also in Denver, so maybe I know he was out there before, but maybe he's got some ties to him. Maybe he had the playbook at some point. I don't know. Anyways, Cam, once again, this show is brought to you by Sports Interaction. Head on over to sportsinteraction.com/SDPN. Click the link down in the comments to make your next bets. 19 plus. Please play responsibly. You saw my changes. You saw Cam's changes. Let's hope we all hit our player props and go Packers tonight. I know it's crazy that I'm saying that, but and go Bills on Sunday, Cam, and we'll see you guys on Tuesday next week.
This has been Drew and Stu, presented by Sports Interaction, Canada's sportsbook. Follow Drew at Producer Drew and Cam at Cam Stewart Live. May the winners be yours and all of the best bets hit.